thank you so much for joining us today. This is As Above, So Below. We were talking about Satyrian energy to each and every one of you guys. My name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. These are the African traditional sciences by which we harness, disperse, and utilize energy, frequency, and vibration in order for manifestation. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys. As you're being notified that I'm live, I'm actually just came from Miami, picking up my crown from my Osun Mare. Very excited about that. I already started construction of the altar in the church. I've also, guys, I want to say thank you so much for your continued support. Those that do not know, I'm constantly traveling back and forth. Right now I'm in a hotel, and I am doing this live because it's Saturday and I wanted to share some information with you guys in hopes that many of my melanated people all over this globe will take this information that I share and allow this information to make your life better. What's up there, my Stormy? I just realized that I don't have my glasses on. Just very excited about what is going on when it comes down to the ATRs and for the opportunities that I have to share this information with you guys. Now, when we talk about As Above, So Below, we're talking about Saturn energy and some of the things that I want to discuss today, because everything I talk to you guys about has a lot to do with your magic, your spirituality, how you interact. What's up there, my Miranda? Aloha. What's up, my 69 Renee in the house? Stormy. There goes my Taurus is there. Thank you. I gotta look. Hello, everyone. What's up, my baby Scorpio? What's up, Ryan? Yeah, y'all have to excuse me because I'm like, I've been traveling. I had to go to Tampa yesterday. Get up and go. I had to get everything prepared for the altars for Oshun Mare at the church, and then I left. Got my flowers and all that other stuff, and then I came down to Lauderdale. I've been going. So, what's up, Jelly Sweets? What's up, love? And I got this. Be honest with y'all, I went to the dentist last week, and this bridge that they put in my mouth has got my back of my mouth sore. Oh my God, it's sore. What's up, my Karen O'Brien? I just seen my Karen O'Brien. What's up, my Gemini? What's up, L Bay Sagittarius? BDC on. Now, let me get right into what I want to talk about. As you guys are coming in, don't forget to hit that like button, hit the shares. If you guys have not gotten a chance to get into my 13th circle, haven't had the opportunity to join my tribe when it comes to the graveyard work, to each and every one of you guys, I hope that's the Johnny Walker. I don't know. I have insurance. Yeah. And let me say something, and to each and every person that follow me. Now, my tribe knows how hard I work. What's up, Chris? My Sagittarius from Philadelphia. I want to say this. It is so important as a man, I don't care if you're gay, straight, or bi, that women and other men see you at work when it comes down to the ATRs or any form, because perception is everything. Let me explain what I'm going to say. My subject is spin the block on history, or history will spin the block on you. And those that have been in the church like I have all my life, and those that have been in church influence, have heard this. There's nothing new up under the sun. And let me explain something to you guys about history. And that's whether it's on your phone, whether it's on a computer, and in real life. History says what has happened and what will repeat. And the reason I mean by spin the block on history, if you don't study the history of a person, a place, or a thing, then that history will spin the block on you. In other words, If you don't want certain histories to repeat itself, then you have to clear your history. Just like in your phone or your laptop or any device that you utilize, there's a history on there. And without you clearing that history, you will repeat that same particular history. Unless there's something in your history that you want to see again in your present and in your future, then you need to figure out what happened in the past in order to not repeat those cycles. There is absolutely, sir and ma'am, nothing new up under the sun. What has been seen shall be seen again. What shall be heard again. We come up with new terminology. We have different ways of saying the very same thing that has been said. Okay? Whatever you are endeavoring to do when it comes down to magic, remember this. Magic don't lie. Energy does not lie. Frequency vibration ain't gonna change. It doesn't matter if you practice Ifa, whether you practice voodoo, whether you practice Christianity. If you're trying to manifest something and you want certain things to be a part of your life, you must spin the block on history. A lot of you guys are constantly afraid to have new relationships, not only with people, but with places and things, because you won't do the history. You won't search the history that led up to you having the experiences. Now, what I say to, what's up, Monique 444? My crab cakes in the house. One of the things that I have been doing is reevaluating my history. I've been spinning the block on my history. My relationships with my other madrinas, my relationships with other spiritual pastors, church, everything. I've been spinning the block. I've been trying to figure out how I ended up where I ended up. And there's certain things in my history I like and I want to repeat those. And there's things in my history that I do not want to repeat. Now, I want y'all to understand something. It is a known fact. If you don't know your history will repeat itself. The enemies that defeated you yesterday will defeat you today if you don't figure out the history. The things that cause you to have a setback yesterday will cause you to have a setback today when you do not spin the block on your history. A lot of you guys can't solve your today's problem because you have not figured out what caused your problems yesterday. How old are you? I am 51 years of age. I'm legal to have sex. I want y'all to understand something. The reason why I get on this platform and I discuss certain aspects of life with melanated people, because this is my way of troubleshooting for you, to give you the things you need to be aware of so that you make better decisions when it comes down to praying, when it comes down to petitioning, when it comes down to your cleansing, when it comes down to your protection. The things that you want to see differently in your today, you got to spin the block. You got to revisit your history. What his name says, all he sees is nachos. If I drop this phone down a little further, all you're going to see is dick. I mean, what do you want? You want nose or you want rod? I don't know why y'all think y'all funny. I don't like, I'm a Sag, my moon is in Aries, my rising sign is Pisces. You come on my platform, 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose. Study the history on my platform. Majority of you guys are intellectually challenged. Many of you guys are accustomed to being able to say things that you think that bothers people. Unlike me, I have a very blessed life, and so therefore some other man or woman, and this guy in particular, your name from now on, whether you're on my social media broadcast or not, will be Thimble Dick. Y'all know when you put a thimble on your thumb, that is the size of the guy's prick. Because those are the type of people that come on my platform, especially at men. And this is what I don't understand, and this is what I'm going to say today. There's things that women need to see out of melanated men. What's up, Ryan? Thank you so much for reminding them this is Super Chat. It's a monetized channel. In order for you, and I was talking to some of the members today at church, not at church, but they're from church, and I was talking to Mother Susan, and even down to the men in my church. A lot of the men in my church want to have the respect that they have for me, and they want to have the respect that the women have for Minister Mario, son of Achosi. Let me tell you guys something, especially the men. When women don't see you constantly working, when women are constantly out giving you, out supporting you, when women are constantly being the ones that are step up and get things done, she's not going to have respect for you. I don't care if she's educated, uneducated. I don't care if she's spiritual or unspiritual. One of the things that a lot of you guys fail to understand is that most of the people that support me constantly see me working. That's a level of respect that a woman is going to give a man that she sees is constantly on his grind. Whether most of my clients know, whether you sleep, I might be up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning at the ocean. I may be at the crossroad. I might be in the forest. I might be in the graveyard. I try to tell men, I don't care if you gay, straight, or bi. It don't matter if you're attracted to women or not. When you want certain honor and respect, and all those women keep seeing is that they're the ones and a few men that are stepping up and getting things done, how do you think they're going to, or why do you think that you deserve the same respect as other men? This is what I want you to do. Understand your history. In your history, you are not known to be a go-getter. If you want a man, especially a male, to have respect, you got to outwork him. You got to give that other man a reason to look at you in a certain light. My oldest son said this: you have to be a man that every man wants to be, and you have to be a man that every woman wants to sleep with. It is too many of you guys that just want somebody to give you respect because you're a man. I taught this the other day. Nobody owes you nothing. The problem is that you want the same level of respect and honor that I have or Minister Mario have, but you're not putting in the work. You're not putting in the resources. You're not putting in the time. Let me tell you something. The people on my platform that work with Chief Apostle Samuel Jr., let me tell you something what they know about me. That I get up whether I'm feeling good, whether I'm feeling bad. I literally went through a lot of my ceremonies. When I had a urinary tract infection, I went through my trials. I came to church having a abscess. I have worked whether I was feeling good or feeling bad, because one thing I do, I am committed to when I do something. And when a woman or a man sees another man that rain, sleet, or snow, hail or high water, is going to endure hardness as a good soldier, they're going to have a certain level of respect. The mere fact that the men in my church and the men that watch me, you're looking for every opportunity that you can not to do. You're looking for every opportunity not to have to sacrifice. You literally sit back and allow the women in our church, the women on our platform, to help assist Apostle Ely. But then you turn around and tell me that I shouldn't be helping women with the level of magic that I have, but they're the ones supporting me. Because you ain't up to par. You not up to par. I want to encourage y'all something. Because Saturn is a taskmaster. And it has to do with structure and time. And it has to do with self-esteem. A lot of y'all don't understand hard work. Hard work earns your respect. Let me tell you something. When you work hard, there's a reward at the end of the tunnel. I'm not talking about working hard for a company. I'm not talking about working hard for a man. I'm talking about when you're working hard for your Goons. When you're working hard for your the God or goddess that you claim to serve or be in relationship with. The mere fact that they understand that I am going to strive at all costs in order to achieve my goals. Therefore, they're going to open ways that they're not going to open for you. That means they're going to open doors that they're not going to open for you, because they know that no matter how much opposition that people try to strive and throw in front of me, that I'm going to persevere. Why would not a deity or a goddess, or why would not Impungo or Loa or Inkisi move for an individual that is diligent, that is persistent? This is the type of stuff that you should be asking yourself as a man. What's my history? Am I known in my community? Am I known in my family? Am I known among the people that I claim that I want respect for as a hard-working man? Or am I'm known for a man that is constantly trying to detour from work? You all talk. I'm not all talk. Minister Mari was not all talk. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm not trying to be funny, sir. If I, as a man, can't count on you, I fear for women. The mere fact that I have women on my platform, I have women that in my church sending me gas money, asking me, Apostle, do I need to? My sister Tree goes to my house, walks my dog. Not men. When the church need to be clean, either I do it, Minister Mario do it, or the women in church do it. When things need to be done and sacrifice need to be made for things that we're trying to achieve in our church, it's always women. I want to understand something, sir. If you don't have a problem with women stepping up to the plate, then why do you have a problem with her not honoring you for not being her protector or her provider? I don't care if she's not your biological mother, father, or sister. The mere fact that you're a man. I don't care if you're in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo. Men should bring peace, serenity. They should bring their presence, should bring protection. They should. Women should be able to say what Whitney Houston said in the movie, waiting to exhale. A woman should be able to relieve her stress when you are around. And that's not what happened. What's up from UK, London? Let me tell y'all something. I want you to understand that I never bring up anything on my social media, in my messages, that is not the truth. I also never bring up something that I do not give you a remedy for. The reason why these women on this platform give me so much respect and that they support me, and guess what? If I fall short, they're still going to have understanding because they understand I'm working. You know the reason. What's up, my Natasha Foster, my African? Now I'm in the bed, Natasha. You can't be coming in here like that, Natasha. Hold on just a minute. Let me look up on the cup. Okay, you all good. I'm still behaving. I'm still behaving. Okay. Between the sheets. Anyway, so when you think about why women with certain men have certain levels of understanding, it has to do with they've watched the history of that man. I am a working man. That's whether I'm on my job, whether I'm doing spirituality, whether I'm on social media. Do you not know that it takes work to do these videos? The preparation of these videos? To be able to have content that is actually going to be something usable for anybody to utilize. I'm not just up on here randomly talking about something or discussing stuff that just makes no sense. I always have something that is geared to help melanated people. But what we do have is people that do not understand why it is important that a grown man or woman spin the block on history. To know where I come from gives me my confidence today. To know my history of my ancestors, to know the history of the practices by which I my ancestors practiced, to understand the victories and also the defeats or the failures that my Goons have gone through. That helps me to be more diligent. That helps me to be wiser. That helps me to make better decisions in my time zone. I want y'all to understand it is so important to spin the block on your history before your history spin the block on you. In other words, you will end up repeating what your grandma went through because you didn't spin the block on history. You'll end up repeating the things that your grandfather went through because you didn't spin the block. The health issues you could have prevented if you had spin the block. The financial problems that you're having. The relationships problems that you're having. If you had just spin the block and see what was actually in your history. I didn't tell you to go to the family reunion. I told you to spin the block. I didn't tell you to make friends with people you don't know. I didn't tell you to do that. I told you to spin the block because in order to understand who you are, you got to understand your history. The reason why I am a person that is going to be hard to defeat because the people in my bloodline were fighters. They were defenders. I watched my mom stand up against the United States government. I watched my grandmother stand up against enemies. And I've always said this as a man, if they can do it as a woman, that's why I don't give my body an excuse not to be in church. I don't give my body an excuse not to do your conjure. I don't care if I'm not feeling good. I don't care what I'm going through. The mere fact that I see women not having the opportunity of saying, well, because I don't have it, then my kid's going to go hungry. She got to make it happen. My kids need school clothes. She got to make it happen. It doesn't matter what's there and what's not there. She got to make it happen. This is what I don't understand. That if you see a woman up under stress and up under pressure, and you cannot relieve that pressure, then what is your purpose of existence? Do you have a history of failing women? Do you have a history of not being responsible? Do you have like I tell women all the time, if you pay attention, don't listen to what a man says. Listen, watch what he does. Watch his history. My ex-wives have never had to tell me about, you need to pray. You need to go to church. I've been in a relationship and married and have never been told by a woman about what I need to get up and do. I'm going to say that again. Whether I was struggling, whether I was being challenged, whether I was failing or falling short, nobody got to tell a grown man that knows he has responsibility what to do. You don't have to remind. I know certain people orders that I got to get out. Like people like literally, I'm because you sitting home on your fingers and twiddling your thumbs don't mean that's what I'm doing. It is so important, guys, to learn why history matters. That's when when the police come in and they take your laptop and your phone, they're gonna go to your history. The history gonna tell who you calling, who calling you. Your history tell you who you call on when you're in trouble. When your backup is against the wall, I told a young man he was married, and I wasn't trying to hurt his feelings, but I was just trying to get him to be honest with himself. And I told him, I said, when your wife is in trouble, you're not the person she turns to. When she's really in trouble and she feels threatened, she turns to her mother. Look at the history. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care how much you think you're being there for somebody. When a person feels under threat, are you the individual? Is there a history that you are the rock that they run to? I want to talk to you. When people are up against it and people are going through certain things, why are you jealous of me when they feel secure if I'm praying for them? They feel like everything is going to be all right if I'm on the case. That is something that I had to build with them. You're out here being envious or jealous of somebody else's labor. When people are going through their medical issues and they're going through surgeries, they feel comfortable. They feel secure that I'm aware when they're having surgery, how long they're supposed to be in surgery, because they feel that they have seen my history, that I have a connection with the divine. And they feel that if Apostle Ely is interceding for me at that particular time, burning an incense, if Apostle Ely has lit a candle, if Apostle Ely is talking to the Goons for me, I'm going to be all right. Do you realize that it's not something that came up because Apostle Ely has a good, got the gift of gab? That the level of security that these people have, on men and women on this platform, gay, straight, and bi, on my platform, that over a period of time, that people that follow me have been following me for years before they ever got a consultation. They have been watching, observing my history. They didn't just show up yesterday and say, oh, I want Apostle Ely. They have been watching my history. I've heard this over and over in my consultation. Apostle Ely, I've been watching you a year. And I was like, you just meet me coming up here? Apostle Ely, I've been watching your videos. I've been watching you, I've been listening. They ain't just showed up yesterday and cause I'm on social media and all of a sudden they started sending $1,000. They didn't. No, that's just not how that happened. Look at these people on my platform that you see. No matter what time I come on my live, they have a history with me. I'm going to say it again. Look at the men and the women on my platform. You can't shake me, baby. I have earned, and they have watched me over a period of time. They have watched my history, my interaction with people, places, and things. They have sat there and listened at other people's testimony before they ever had a conversation with me. I'm going to say this again. They have studied my history. Mother Susan may be the mother of the church, but before she ever met me, she watched a series of my videos. As Monique would say, she binge watched my videos before she ever got a consultation. So when a lot of people actually talk to me, they've already gotten a general idea of who I am based off of my history. You're trying to compete with something that you have not done your work. You're trying to get an honor and respect out of women that are out here getting it just like you getting it. But they are putting up. They're not just talking to Apostle Ely. Let me tell you something, sir. I'm a man. I can't respect that. I don't care if you suck dick, eat ass, talk salad. I don't care doing it. I see wives doing it. I done been in this hotel not many times. They should have automatically connected to the Wi-Fi. But anyway, let me tell y'all something. This is why I'm not shaking when people come on here and trying to be funny and they're trying to make statements about stuff like that. I have history with people. People know, like that young lady, and she's going through TikTok and everything else. People know my history. They know I'm not a crook. They know I'm not a liar. They know that I'm out here doing this by myself. Minister Mario, son of Achosi, is no longer physically here with me. They understand. They understand that, and they get that. And they're going to afford me some grace. Unlike you, you don't have an excuse. What's up, Demetrius? My Gemini. Let me tell y'all something. The power of success is what type of history you got. How other people build on that history. Right now, Mother Susan, she's a 68-year-old woman. I can tell Mother Susan, let's go to Europe right now. And she'll go with me because of my history with her. She has never went anywhere with me and not felt secure and provided for. That's history, sir. She don't have to think about it. I was talking to my baby Scorpio one time and I was telling her about something. She said, Apostle, I don't need to be convinced. I'm already there. See, that's history. See, the point that what I'm trying to get you to understand, there's too much history on my platform with the people that I've already worked for, that I've already interceded for, they're not believing because I say I got Oshun Mare. They're not believing in me because I said that I got Siete Rayos. They have a history with me before I had any of those things. They had signs, wonders, and miracles happening before I got any of those things. I have been doing magic since I was a child. There's a history behind me. Healing the sick, raising the dead, casting out spirits. There's a history. So me being initiated into other ATRs, that's not why they got confidence in me. Me getting on my platform, offering 13 circles and the platform for the Impungos with Paulo. The only reason why some of them ain't signed up because their money ain't right. It ain't because they don't want to. I have a history. They already have a general idea. Can I say this again? When you have good credit history, things happen. Things are going to happen. A lot of the things that you're struggling with because you don't have a good history with people. This is the reason why you can't experience God causing men to give into your bosom, good measure, pressed it down, shaken together and running over. It's because of your history. There are certain things that you could have been experienced and continuously experienced, but because of your history. Because you don't want to spin the block and revisit your history. Everything ain't about a candle. Everything ain't about a prayer. Everything ain't about a cleansing. Some things are merely it's merely history. And because you don't understand that there's nothing, absolutely nothing new up under the sun, and whatever has been done shall be repeated, that means my job is to catch on. Catch on to my summer, to catch on to my fall, to catch on to my spring, to catch on my winter. Let me tell y'all something. I'm not being funny and I'm not trying to be condescending. And I am a Sagittarius because I can be condescending. There's only 4 seasons. What is your history in those seasons? What type of magic should you be doing in those seasons? I told you guys, I said, I look at my history. I look at my history in my 20s. I look at my histories in my 30s. I look at my histories in my 40s. That's why I can pay attention to my 50s. Before I get to my 60s, I'm already paying attention to my history. What's the history of my body? This is why I believe in getting in position. So when I get into my 60s, I'm in a better state. I got things put in position, so therefore things are easier for me to accomplish. They're more in reach for me. I try to give y'all sober-minded education that allows you as a grown man or grown woman to make better decisions. I have tried to better your relationship by giving you simplistic truths about who you are and what you really desire. I have had a history of constantly coming on here helping melanated people, whether that's through your giving you information about your diet, whether it's giving you information about certain spiritual practices. I have also exposed the racism. I have also went to war against other people for the sake of melanated people not being misused and abused and their resources being squandered and they're not getting the things they want. Because I care about our history. I care that we don't keep repeating these horror stories about you going to spiritualists and you're not getting what you need. You're not getting manifestation. But I'm only one person. And because of my platform and because of the people on my platform supporting me, now you want a certain level of respect. Can I say something? Ladies, if a man paid your bills last year, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen that are being taken care of by men. If your man paid all your bills last year, and now that we're in 2024, he ain't paid not one bill, and it's almost September. Tomorrow will be September 1st. Do you see him saying, are you around here saying like Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately? Can a man tell you about what he used to do for you and it count for today? I don't want to pass my opinion. I want the women and the men on here that have been taking care of men, you doing something for somebody in the past does not make it current for the present. Me feeding you 2 weeks ago don't feed your belly today. There are men out there that really believe because of what he did yesterday. Or is it just me? Somebody said nope. Thumbs out. Somebody say no, sir. I want y'all to take my word for it. There's women on here, grown women. It don't work like that. And I know you know better. But why would you want another man to talk about what you did in the past, but you have not been that man in current? So let me explain it to you like this. When you met me, you're about the things that I have manifested. And that's all good in this space. But you're still expecting me to be that man to you. That man of God. The same man of God that Mother Susan gets up and testifies about before. The mere fact that no matter what somebody has told you, discussed with you, shared with you about Chief Apostle, if you go back 5 years now, if you meet children's, that was before I received Osumare, I was in the blessing business. And if you decide to meet me 2 weeks from now and I'm still living and breathing on, or whether you call me early in the morning or you call me in the noonday, say it like this: you did run well, but who hindered you? I was a six-figure man. And if you was in this room, I'll show you better than I could tell you. Because I am feeling frisky, very frisky. None of my knowledge, none of my wisdom, none of my understanding is outdated. Current. It's not expired. That I get up every day to get my daily bread. I'm an individual that I don't have to worry about the things I had to worry about as a six-figure man. I don't know what your goals are. I'm not intending to talk about the same problems and same issues in the same circle. You can get up and change your reality. If you pay attention, you can determine how you're going to be interacting. I'm working every single day to put myself in a position that certain history don't spin the block on me. Certain people that try to do certain things, try to pull the wool over my eyes, some of the people that try to pull the rug from under my feet, I'm putting myself in a position that I don't have to revisit that history. Now, I can talk about what happened back then, but I don't want that to be something I'm still talking about in my current existence. That's the whole purpose of evolving, y'all. The whole purpose of me sharing it. The whole purpose, like, especially when it comes down to my guardian angel incense. We're air goons. So they can do the work that you're requesting for them to do. I did all of the history that you can revisit your own history, so we can change some things. I don't know what is going on here. I was trying to connect it to my Wi-Fi. Hopefully it did. Who is this? White folks, go find another live. Look at this in a way that it sounds like encouragement, but it is. As your cousins, women in my bloodline on both sides, that's including my father. I was a woman beater, and in my history. Now I mostly spiritually fight, predominantly. But I ain't forgot the history of how to fight. I say all these things. If you want something better, if you desire something better, then that you do not personally care for. There's certain attributes or personalities that you having all. And that's not just health wise, that's spiritual. Like a lot of stuff I understand, I even found out through like my father, my necromancing abilities came from my biological father. That's where a lot of you don't understand the confidence comes from. A lot of the support that I have, the Goons and how they work with me, because I understand the history. Because I'm not going to let my history spin a block on me. Johnny, I'm glad you came on my platform. Let me sit up for Johnny. So let me tell you something, Johnny. What I want you to do, because you have over 1,000 subscribers on your platform, I don't want you to come and type. I want you and me to do a live. We can do it right after this, because I want to address you. And I'm going to tell you why you're disrespectful. And I'm going to tell you why you are in no way, no shape or form in a position to challenge me. Okay? What sadness is who you are. And you think that you're going to build your platform after causing confusion. I've seen many of people on social media try to build their following after trying to debate and to argue. So let me explain something to you about me. I practice magic. I'm not an intellectual when it comes to magic. I am a performer. I'm an individual that executes energy, frequency, and vibration. Not only do I know the history behind my magic and the history behind African traditional magic, I also understand this, Johnny, that you, sir, are not spiritual. Now, if you want to have Bible study, meet me on Wednesdays. But do not come on my platform. Do not address me with those weak-ass statements when you're not man enough to do a live with me. Because I would love to do a live. See, because I want to teach my flock and my tribe how weak-ass men like him try to build their reputation. These are the type of niggas that y'all like to give sex to, that talk about another man, gay, straight, or bi. I ain't never got no ass degrading or talking against another man. The men that are the platforms, those are weak ass people. Because if you are a man, build your shit. Build it. Build it based off of your talent, your ability, and what you offering, your content. But to try to come to another man's platform and try to undermine him based off of your principles, based off of your morals, just like me and your dick ain't the same. Like you, I am willing to show mine. I'll get some really likes and some views then. Okay? Your fuck ass on my platform and don't comment on my videos. Let me tell y'all something. I don't play with women, but I really don't tolerate it with men. And I keep trying to tell y'all, these are the men that y'all marry. These are the men you have kids with. And this is why your sons are pussy ass individuals. Because you're procreating with these type of men. Because you don't understand that don't make no business. Your opinions, suggestions, none of that means anything. Okay? I had to sit up for that, bro. Because I am over it with these type of men. These are the same men we was talking about earlier. You want so much respect. For what? You have nothing to offer. And because I'm American black, you couldn't touch. I got sons you couldn't dance with. Or you are way above your head. You have bit off way more than you can chew. These are the things that I say oftentimes when it comes down. Like I'm not a shy person. I'm a very confrontational person. I'm a very aggressive person. I try to be nice to people, but you have to deal with social media very different than you deal with, because people get a different type of courage behind these platforms that they would never have that courage in real life. Like, I don't have a play courage. Mother Sue, anybody that deals with me know that what I do on my platform is not an act. It is not a show. This is my real personality. On my job, I do not play. I don't play with customers. I don't play with judges. I don't play with police officers, senators, governors. I don't care who you is. I do not play. Okay? Oh, they ain't like that. I don't care. You so bold. I'm not the one. All right, guys. But I want to come on here today and just like really try to encourage you guys to really spin the block on your history.